Yeah, the market's selling off, but not very dramatically, just kind of drifting down. You know, so the trend just shifted to up. Pretty choppy. Trend is up and down right now. Again, it's blue. That doesn't mean it's green would be bullish. It's just drifting up like it's bullish, but it could easily reverse back down again to yellow or red and easily. Poor Alfie.
What?
He puked all over the place.
Oh, really?
I cleaned it all up.
Oh, poor Dave.
On the rug in my room, it just really mad. I vacuumed that right there.
Oh, in there?
Yeah, cooked up his cookies. The white shit was yellow. It was a mess. He seems nice. That doesn't seem to recover him.
He was eating something out there.
He shouldn't have been.
You know, sometimes he'll lick things,
Yeah.
like grass and stuff. And I was watching him, and I couldn't tell what he was doing, so it's like, okay, come on. What did you do? You poor baby. You poor thing.
I'm in the room and everybody's asking. I said, "Excuse me, I have to clean up my puke. The dog's puking all over the place here."
Oh.
The guy says, "That's because he ordered all that chewy stuff when the stock was going up.
Yeah.
And now he ate too much of it." Look at him. Look at him.
Not hardly. He was just
He's
being
happy
a real
now.
dog.
He's happy now.
Oh, yeah.
How was your walk?
Good. Got a little warm on the last part. But yeah, he's happy now. He wasn't feeling well.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I'm
He feels better
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry I wasn't here
Oh,
to
that's okay.
help you clean it up, but I'm happy I didn't have to clean it
I
up.
did my best to clean it up.
That's fine. That rug's going.
Yeah.
That rug's going. Okay, what time is it?
All right.
I'll be here about 11:45 because I have to.
What?
Is it really the 20:12?
25 to 12.
Oh, shit. I gotta pick up Allie's meds. Maybe I'll get to
What time are you going to be downtown?
I have to be there 12:30.
Oh, shit.
I gotta park and stuff.
Where is it? What building?
Rutledge Tower.
Oh. All right.
So I better go unsweat.
I got to go back here.
I'm so glad you're feeling good.
All right. So here we are with a pretty dead market. You can see the SPY is, again, I grabbed the nickel out of this thing today so far. Not much of a trade here. I did take a line short, but I'm going to try to get out of it at break even if I can, because I took this week's. I don't want this week's. There's too much chance of a bounce here, so I'm going to try to break even on it if I can. Ramkumar is Interactive Broker is a good long above 62.87 EMA level. IKBR Interactive. IBKR. Gap down today. Above the 62.87 level. Yeah, I mean, what you're looking at is at 8 and 15 right here. Above there with level would be a decent long. Yeah, this is a bounce to the 50. It's bouncing off the 50. You want to see it clear here. You want to see it get through these 8 and 15s, and then you're going to have some resistance right here as well. Not a lot, but it's going to have some resistance here, and then you get some more here. But yeah, that's a decent. If it gets long, if it gets above there, I don't know how soon it's gonna do that. CVS that was called out this morning still looks pretty good. Humana's been moving up pretty nicely today, pretty close to that resistance level now at 314.59. I just closed the line for break even, so I'm out of a line now, and I'll watch it again to get in, try to get into next week's. I didn't really want to just be in it for today. Being Tuesday, I only had 3 days to close. That's not enough time on this, especially with this. Listen, the market is still bullish. We're having a bearish day in a bullish market right now, and SPY's coming in. Coming down here pretty strong here right now. This is a pretty nice move in it to the SPY. Again, it's filled the gap. It's below the low of the day, so it is very bearish right now for the intraday trade on SPY. It looks like it's maybe trying to head all the way down to the 50-day moving average. Don't know, but definitely a short setup right now on the SPY. I'm going to try to take a line for next week now. See if I can actually do it right this time. Yeah, I think it's 38 puts of $4 by $5. I'm not. That's too much. Too widespread. Next week's too widespread. What I might do is on a line. I might go with a put debit spread for this week. See what I can get the 134, 133 for. 135, 133. 77 cents. That's not too bad. I gotta take. Wait a minute. Okay.
Hey Google, what's the high today in Charleston?
In Charleston today, expect a high of 82 degrees.
Okay.
Cooler than normal.
Yeah, the sun's warm, but if there's a breeze, oh, I just stepped in it. That's very true.
I would use water to wash it all out.
No, it's fine. Is that?
Okay, so I'm looking at perhaps taking. I don't want to spend that much on those options for next week, but I might just take a flyer on a 135, 133 for this week. Let me look on a 133 is. Yeah, I'm gonna try 135, 133. Put debit spread on a line. See if I can get it for 77 cents. I can't. said it's printing 75, but it wouldn't fill me at 77. The spreads are wide on this thing. That's the problem. 115 by 140 and 190 by 215. I'd have to get lucky to get it for 77 cents. Yeah, the midpoint's showing 75, but I can't get it. Yeah, these spreads are making it very difficult to try to get a fill on this thing. I got filled at 80 cents. Bounced up a little bit, so I was able to get filled at 80. I have a 135, 133. I'm not going to post this thing. I don't have a great deal of confidence in this. I love the daily chart on this thing. The daily chart bearish is really beautiful. The market's bearish today. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make profits in it today, as the market's pretty weak right now. So I'm going to just go ahead and try to make money on a debit spread on this, on ALGN. Next week's puts a too wide spread. There's $1 in between bid and ask. Too much. So I took the 135, 133 put debit spread. 135, 133 put debit spread for 80 cents, for $80 a contract. Again, I took the line here. I'm going to just put it on here for informational purposes. This is not an official trade. I'm not going to call it an official trade, but this is a line. Oops. This is a put debit spread. Bearish trade, looking for the stock to go down. By the September 05. 135 puts. And sell September 5th. 133 puts. For $80, 80 cents a contract. Okay, so that's the ALGN. I really don't want to dive into too much stuff here. Very tough to just assume the market's just going to keep going down. It could go all the way to 50-day moving average, but you can remember we're definitely in a bullish market overall. Just we're getting a pretty good sell-off today. So I'm in a line as a call debit spread. I'm sorry, a put debit spread. I took some small profits in SPY this morning. That's it for right now. SPY try to bounce. All right, see if we have some more questions here. Hey Terry, you took the 919 a line. Okay. Overall, do you think the trade setup is still good? Or you're looking to get out because of their expiration date? No, I get out because I had taken this week's expiration, not next week's. I didn't want to be in straight puts just for this week. But the debit spread I don't mind because my risk on it is much lower, so I don't mind doing that. 134 looks like support on ALGN. 134. Let me look. Yeah, there is some support at 134.36. 134.36. So not too far away. Then the next support level after that is down around what the hell is that? I gotta look at it. Lower that candle. About 127.70. So we'll see what happens with it. Does have, you're right, does have support at 134.36. That was a line I didn't have on there yet. But again, I'm just doing a debit spread on it. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate it. And good morning, YouTube folks. Welcome to September. Market bearish today. Coming down pretty hard here. Not pretty hard, but coming down fairly substantially. We had a nice gap down right here, and then a kind of a grind back up to the 15, and then we're just kind of rolling down a little bit right now, but very choppy. Volume-wise on the SPY, yeah, decent volume, but not great, but decent. And again, I did take a position in a line. I took a put debit spread on it. September for this Friday. Took the 135 puts and bought them and sold the 133 puts, looking for a move to the downside on the line. I paid 80 cents for them. They're still at 80 cents. I'm going to try to get $1 on the exit on it if I can. 25% if I can get filled at the buck. SPY's still coming down here. Q's coming in as well. Q's back down below the 50-day moving average. Market pretty weak today.
Okay. Great news.
What?
Another pair of shoes to get rid of.
What?
Another pair of shoes to get rid of.
Oh, good.
That's always a happy thing.
So you said, did you talk to Saeed?
Yeah, they took him in early,
Yeah.
so he was in surgery at 9:30.
Oh,
I gotta when I get back, I'm gonna let, well, about 2 o'clock, I'll let Buddy
buddy out.
Just hoping that, once he gets settled into a room, she can come home and take care of him. I swear, except for you guys waking me up, I don't remember anything.
What? Oh, with the thing?
After the
Oh, you were drugged.
first.
This thing's slow grind down here in the SPY. Again, I did take a long, and I took some put debit spread on it for this week. look lovely.
Thank you.
Okay, you're going to the
You're a rheumatologist.
rheumatologist.
Look at my little kid.
Yeah, it's nice. Looks
Matches.
good. All right, be careful, dear. Just drive safely. Did you take some GABA today?
Yeah, I just took everything.
Okay. All right, it's about almost 12 o'clock here. Market just drifting down. SPY down about pretty decently right now, over 1.5%. Pretty big pullback in the SPY. Q's down about 1.8%. IWM down about 1.5%. So all the markets down 1.5% or a little bit more. Pretty bearish. Again, SPY looks like it's trying to head back down to the 50-day moving average. We'll see if it actually does it. That's about $5 away. It's quite a lot. The line is not cooperating. The line right now is bouncing a little bit off of with the market coming down. So it's all of a sudden got relative strength. So that's not a good thing. FRPT, another pretty nice short. Only has monthly options though. Fresh bet, FRPT. Right here. Pretty nice short. If you go to the daily chart on it. Pretty nice daily chart. Bearish on fresh bet, FRPRT. Only has monthlies. So you'd have to take the September 19th. We're going to go puts. It's trading at 54.23, so 57.50s. Yeah, 57.50s are probably not a bad one. 480 by $5. Intrinsic value of 323. Or you could take the 60 puts, which have an intrinsic value of 61.34. I'm sorry, 573, and there's 660 by 680 on Fresh Pet. Fresh Pet short. That's a pretty nice sort of short on Fresh Pet. The 57.50 puts for September 19th right now are going for 505. Between $5 and 505 for Fresh Pet. Obviously bearish. Market's bearish. Fresh Pet's bearish. Daily chart in Fresh Pet is very, very bearish. Am I going to make Fresh Pet official? I'm going to, yes. I'm going to alert on this one as well. This is Fresh Pet. FRPT. The September 19th. 57.50 puts. From $5 to 505. Okay, $5. Whoops, not 550. No. 505. All right, I'm going to alert on that. All right, so that's been alerted out. Short Fresh Pet. You're gonna hit a 510 hour. Yeah, you might have to. It depends on how fast it moves. It's really hard to pin these things down sometimes. But it won't take much for it to just a quick bounce will get down to 505. Okay, so that's our Fresh Pet trade. I am in a line. I did an alert on the line. It's just kind of chopping around here. SPY coming in. That's the daily. Take a look at the 5-minute. Yeah, just kind of drifting sideways. SPY trying to bounce here. Q's try to bounce. Again, I'm in a line with a put debit spread, not doing much of anything, and we're short fresh pet for September 19th. No rush to jump into a lot of stuff right now. Market is drifting down. It's bearish. We get a bearish day in a bullish market. We'll see what it does. Hey, Heaven. Good morning. Good morning. Not doing a lot here right now. Just kind of watching this market drift lower. We took fresh pet for a puts in fresh pet for September 19th, and we took ALGN as a short, a line as a short, as a put debit spread for this week. Put debit spread for this week, which is not working for us right now. But again, I took a spread on it. The options were too wide, so took a spread to see if I could make something like that work for me then. But right now, SPY just trying to bounce back up again a little bit. been drifting down pretty much most of the day with a couple of small bounces, but we'll see. Fresh pet, I like fresh pet. The setup the setup on the daily is very nice. You took the 919 a line, Terry. Overall, do I think the trade setup is still good? Yeah, I do. I do think the trade setup is still good. I get out because I scratched it because my expiration date was this week. I didn't want to do it for this week. 134 looks like support line. Yeah. You get suggestions wherever it makes your RLT think TOS setup. It's really nice, but I've modified it to have shortcuts pinned. So if I want to see a daily chart with this SSS, I just click one button, and that way it also has the relevant indicators. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like the moving averages instead of the VWAP randomly on my daily edition. You have a Heikenhachi shortcuts as well, so I can look at the hours charts. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice, Sarang, to do that stuff. Very nice. So you don't have to change the time frame. You can just click on them. Yeah, you get multiple charts showing up. Yeah, nice, very nice. I get the breasting of my dog before I showed its fresh pet. Well, I was concerned about that, Ramkumar, after the fiasco I took with Chewy when I went short Chewy. But we'll see what happens with fresh pet. Oh, I've taken his 2 shorts today. I did take the SPY short for a 5-cent gain earlier, $5. But right now, a line's moving up, and fresh pet kind of moving sideways. The market is showing a little bit of bouncy. You notice the market trend has switched to the bullish trending up. It's not green, but it is trending up. The T2104 I'm watching here is shifted up slightly, but not very strong. The market is still very bearish on the intraday time frame right now. About 12:15 right now. I'm not anxious to jump into anything else at the moment. Open bounce right off of 437. That was a support level on it, and it's up to 451 now. I'm still in open with shares. Almost took some profits in it this morning. Get up to 488. Was going to take some off, but I didn't. Humana is still looking good. The one that Joe pointed out this morning. All right. Just kind of watching some stocks here. Just watch what the market's doing. I'm not ready to dive into anything else at the moment here. We've got a bearish day and a bullish market, so we got to be careful. Is this, is we going to have a few more down days? We don't have any idea, so we're just going to have to tread carefully here. Doug, so best to hope for a pullback to get into fresh bet at 505. Or now it's at 520. Yeah, I would just leave it. I would just leave the buy order in there right now. Uh, Look for. I mean, the market's moving up a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised fresh bet gets a little bit of a move up, and you get filled for 505. Do we have a target for Clorox? I don't have a target on Clorox yet. No. Clorox is bouncing up right now. Um, and again, I want to see what happens today at the end of the day. It's right up to the an algo line to resistance. It's right to the 15. Went through the 8 this morning. It's bullish on the intraday right now. But I want to see if it pulls back. It's done this several times in the past. And I want to see if it fails. If it gets above the 15 EMA today and closes above the 15 EMA today, I'll probably take it off. Mine's bouncing up here. Let's see if it gets back up to the VWAP. I do have a 134.36 level that I didn't see before, that Terry pointed out to me, which a high volume level that's support. It's got a couple of touches, 134.36, and it went right down almost to that. So we'll see if that holds or not. I hope not. I hope it breaks through. But the next level that I was using was considerably lower. The next support level after that is down at about 127, 128. So that would be nice. But this 134.36 needs to break. It also has some resistance on the upside as well at 139.68. Let me see where it goes. Fresh pet still coming down. Fresh pet right now trading at 530. 530. Probably going to shoot for a sell order on that at 605. Does have room quite a ways down though. It's got room to 54.60. Whoops, sorry, that's another level. No, 45.29. 45.29, and it's one slightly higher than that. At oops. $50.10. We'll be out well before that happens. Fresh bet with a little bounce. I'm going to put a sell order on it at the 605 just to have something working. It's bouncing a little bit right now, so it's back down to 520. Again, you might want to pick it off to 505, 510 in that area if it gets down there. Still got another dime to go or so. Sell order for 605 NRA. I'm on fresh bet. We do have a sell order in Clorox, sorry, 505. I'm not even close. We're going against us right now, so I do have a sell order at 505 on Clorox. I think I said I didn't, but we did. We put that out a while ago. About 12:27. Got to grab lunch here in about 10 minutes or so. As the market just kind of drifts down, tries to bounce a little bit right here. Very, very slow action. Drifting down, very bearish. It's bearish, but nothing dramatic here. This is not a lot of stacked big red candles, just kind of chopping, slowly moving down. Couple steps down, one step back up again, couple steps down. Alignment has gone against us. We'll just see what it does. Fresh pet moved, popped up just a bit here. Yeah, Carl, I forgot to tell you I had a target on Clorox, but I'm watching Clorox pretty closely. It's going to have to do something here today or tomorrow. It needs to pull back. I'm expecting it to pull back. That's what it's done. This thing has a habit of going short. You notice it's in a downtrend here, but it comes down, it bounces back up again, then it flushes down, bounces back up, flushes down, goes up, flushes down. So we'll just see if we flush back down again. This has been doing this for a couple of months in this particular pattern, so it's still bearish. Here's the fresh pet trade right here, nice and short. And the line trade also is definitely a short setup on a line. don't want to get too many shorts because, again, we've already got 3 now. That's plenty. I don't really want to be too short in a market that's actually still bullish overall. Arishi, hope he doesn't start buying up fresh bat like Chewy. Hope not. He had a little episode of throwing up this morning in the carpet next to me here, so don't think he's in the mood for eating right now. He's recovered completely though. Stretched out on the couch now, relaxing. Very resilient. Sooner you enter the order fresh bet at 505, it hasn't executed yet. No, it bounced right off. When I post them, a lot of times they'll take off and it's hard to get filled. But I would wait to see if it pulls back to fill. You might want to change it to 510 from 505, but other than that, I would leave it where it is and see if you can get filled on it. Sometimes they're going to run away from you and you can't catch it, and you really don't want to chase. It's just not a good idea. Most stocks will pull back again, or in this case, bounce up again, to get to the point where you get filled on it. Right now, it's trading at 515. It was up to 530 just a bit ago. But I think typically the best thing to do is just wait for it to fill. You can give it a nickel or a dime the other way, but I wouldn't go crazy on it. The whole idea of you want to be patient with these high probability trade setups, and you get them when they fill. A lot of times, you may miss some. I miss them all the time. I'll put an order in on something and I don't get filled on it, and that's it. I walk away from, look for another one. There's always more trades coming. Remember, there's no one trade that's going to make or break you. This is all done over time. Yeah, Jay, you don't want to chase. That's right, son. Listen, sometimes you'll miss these. I miss trades all the time. Remember, our objective here is not to make trades. Our objective is to make money. Make money by making the best trades and try to get in at the best price we can. That means we're going to miss sometimes, and some are going to go against us. But our track record is excellent. We're still hitting 85 to 90% win rate. I think we had 83 or 84% win rate in August. Did about 5,900. August was if you've been here, if you've been trading at all, it's how difficult a month it was. Very slow month, a lot of chop, no catalysts. July we were 30 wins and 3 losses, our best month of the year, and about 17,000 in profits in the room, and about 7,000 in profits on the alert service. July was very nice. Again, about 91, 92% win rate. The alerts were 14 and 1, so pretty nice month here in July. August, nothing great, but almost 6,000 is pretty good to me when you're trading in a crappy month like that. And believe me, I monitor a lot of other rooms, and August was a tough month for most retail traders. Most retail traders lost a decent amount of money in August, and I think we held up very, very well. Well, we held up, we made good money, so. Again, we try to be patient, we maintain our criteria that we follow your criteria that we've got for making trades. We only want to be in high probability trades, and they're not all going to work, but most of them will. We had that UPS one, that UNH one last week, which was a beautiful trade. That was kind of a contrary trade. We took it off of a bounce. Again, if you didn't see the UNH trade last week. We had a really nice trade in UNH. Where was it? Right here. Yeah, we get in on the 26th. We get in for 11.50 and we get out for 13.50. So we get in on the 26th. So let me show you where the 26th is. All right, so the 26th of August was right here. Right in that candlestick. This was some news that came out. It drove the stock way down. See that big spike? You see where it stopped? Right there on that horizontal line. These horizontal lines are pretty strong. And this is when Buffett get into it right here. You see where you get into it? There's where that line formed. See how it touched it there? It came very close to it there. Touched it that day. So I bought it after it got above the 8. We went long here based off that bounce. And this is a technical trade because the SPY super system wasn't telling us that it was bullish on the daily yet. It hadn't turned that way yet, but I took it off of there as a technical trade, and we get out right there. And it was a really nice trade. Worked exactly as we expected it to off of that horizontal support line. Just to kind of an explanation of sometimes we'll take trades that if you look at the charts or you look at the SPY super system, you say that doesn't seem right. In this particular case, it was completely a technical trade, and I said that when I took it. Okay. Watching AA today, Alcoa, which pulled back again. We got a $32 put on this thing as a weekly ATM. You notice went right down to the 50-day and bounced right off of it this morning. So it's still bullish, still a good trade. Fresh Pet bouncing up here now. Fresh Pet's still trading at 520, which is surprising to actually tell the truth. All right, now just click to 510. So if you're in at 505 to 510, you're probably going to get filled here. It's bounced right up to the 15. We'll see where it goes from here. There's a line just moving sideways. SPY moving sideways. Very slow trading. This is a pretty low probability. It is a bearish trending day. So I wouldn't say it's a zero probability, but it's not a great day for trading. Paid 80 cents for the Align put debit spread. It's going at 67 right now, so I'm down money on that. Fresh Pet, I paid 505. It's going for 515 right now. All right, I'm going to get some lunch. Getting hungry. Not a lot going on here this morning. I'm going to go ahead and shut down YouTube feed today. Again, thanks everybody for being there on the YouTube side. I appreciate it. Again, this is our SPY Super System software right here, which you can buy and have installed on a Thinkorswim platform. You don't even have to own Thinkorswim. You can just trade on Thinkorswim. You can just download the platform, and Thinkorswim and Rightline will put the SPY Super System on there for you. The deal I think ends today on the SPY Super System software and my room. I think it's $2,500, a little less than $2,500 for a lifetime in the room, and on the and with the SPY software, the SPY Super System software for lifetime, under $2,500. A really good deal. I think today is it. Labor Day they said it was going to end, so in case anybody's still interested in that. All right, listen. Have a great afternoon, everybody on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and close it down so I can get some lunch. Thanks for being here. See you on Wednesday.